Jane literally had to testify against Diddy. What Jane testified about today makes it obviously clear that she really didn't have a choice. She was either going to testify against Diddy or she was going to go to jail herself. During cross examination, they asked Jane, "Were you granted immunity to testify against Diddy?" And she replied, "Yes." Now, mind you, Jane has admitted that she has took narcotics on an airplane across state lines, and she also admitted that she was hiring workers, which would be the same charge, transportation to engage in prostitution, that Diddy is being charged for. And if she was found guilty of those charges, she could have sat 10 years or more. But we have to remember about Jane. She is a single mother. Jane admitted that she didn't even start working with the government until December of 2024. She said when Diddy's houses were raided, Homeland Security actually came to her house and she didn't answer the door and they left a card. Then she said this is when Diddy would hire her a lawyer and she was working with Diddy and his defense team. To me, it seems like Jane was met with an ultimatum with the federal government. It was either testify against Diddy or go down for other crimes that you've committed yourself. I think that that's why they saw the last minute flip in December of 2024 where she left Diddy's team and then went with the government and agreed to testify against Diddy. And you had to think by this time, Diddy knows that the feds are investigating him, and they were investigating him all the way up until this trial literally started. I think he knew by that point they already knew that Diddy was paying for her lawyer and her home, so he probably didn't want to just take that away and seem like he was coercing a victim. You can guarantee that Diddy knew the second that Jane stepped away in December of 2024 from his lawyers that she was obviously going to the government. Diddy by that time would have known the worst thing that he could have done was to try to take the housing away, try to take the lawyer that he was already paying for away, because then the feds might have tried to use that to their advantage. I think that's why a lot of people aren't resonating with Jane's story as much as they were with Cassie Ventura's, because you can tell by Jane's testimony she still loves Diddy no matter how bad she was actually treated. Then when you add the fact that Diddy is still paying her house and still paying her lawyer, it's leaving people even more confused. And I'm hearing out of the courtroom that there are a lot of weird feelings during this testimony and cross-examination. Like the courtroom just feels off. Some people are even commenting that they feel like Jane is being paid off, like she's a paid witness to testify to basically get Diddy off. But I'm telling you right now, that's not what's coming from her testimony. Her testimony and the evidence that she has about what she's testifying is actually damning. What you also have to remember, if she lies on that stand since she was granted immunity, the feds can still put her in jail for that. I think the reason that Jane is actually up there and she is testifying against Diddy is because she came to the realization in December of 2024 she had no other choice. It was either you start talking on Diddy or you end up going down like Diddy. I really don't feel like Jane even really wanted to do this. I think that she was honestly gonna ride for Diddy, and we heard her testify to this. She was working with Diddy and his lawyer. This is why Diddy bought her a lawyer when Homeland Security started snooping around her house. And I wholeheartedly feel like after a while, Jane realized, like, I have no chance. The government has me tied. It's either I talk or I go to jail and I have a child. This is something that I don't see anybody talking about when you put all of the pieces of Jane's testimony together. But y'all let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments.